How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of new brewery time. That's always a fun time. In the form of Cabra Brewing, it's their Hipster Catnip. Yeah, this is an American IPA brewed with Citra and Mosaic, 7.2% alcohol by volume. Cabra. I've never had anything from them before. They are a brewery out of Pennsylvania. I'm actually not quite sure off the top of my head where they are in PA, but I've seen their beers floating around, especially when I lived in Pennsylvania. I've been in Jersey now for about 3-4 months, but I hear about them. But I've never had any of their stuff. Never visited a brewery. But always been intrigued. Lo and behold, I was driving home today. I stopped at a local to-go shop in Pennsylvania, and he actually had these on the shelf, so I decided to pick it up. A little bit pricey, and we'll get to that, but yeah, figured might as well give it a whirl, see what's what. Here we go. As far as what it says on here, like I said, Hipster Catnip, Cabra Brewing, Brewing, PA. There it is. I found it. Brewing, no idea where that is. Like I said before, American IPA brewed with Citra and Mosaic, 7.8% alcohol by volume. Done and done. On the bottom here, it says, "Killing Me Smalls," one of the best quotes in the history of moviedom. And then this, holy shit, this is 7 days old. 9 days old. That's pretty fucking fresh. And label-wise, it's all right. It's geometric patterned sticker can. It is what it is. So let's see what this sucker has to offer. 7.2% IPA. Getting a little bit loose and fast at those ABVs and calling it an IPA. 7.2 is kind of double range for me, but what are you going to do? Yeah. I mean, that's got the haze, baby. It doesn't have that super crazy, cataract-y, milky edge, super New England style IPA kind of thing going on, but it definitely has the haze going on. Index finger, just off weight. Infinite creaminess, super. It's like beveling down. You can't even really see it. It's super delicious, creamy in there, super uniform bubbles throughout, and like I said, soft haze. Get a little bit of color around the edges. That be that. She definitely has that haze on lock. Let's see what the nose says. That's pretty good. I'm getting foam in my nose. That's how you know I really enjoy it. That smells actually really fucking pretty. Man, the hops are showing in such a fruited manner, while at the same time, it's showing in such a kind of green, grassy, little bit slightly danky kind of manner. It's just rich tropical fruits on top of a little bit of stone fruits. So sure, throw a little citrus in there because it's always in there, baby, for the most part. And then you get that kind of greenness. It's definitely, I just mowed a field. You're not mowing your grass because you're mowing the field because there's grass in there, there's weeds in there, and there's just bits and pieces of everything going on. It's just not fresh cut grass. There's a little bit of weediness in there, pulling weeds, not smoking weeds. A little bit of weediness in there, a nice kind of grass component, but at the same time there's this greenness, a good beautiful greenness going on. And that tropical fruit definitely, and it's like a nice, rich, robust melon. You're getting a nice cantaloupe in there, but you're also getting a nice, rich kind of star fruit, like kiwi vibe. So there's a sweet tropical fruit. There's a little bit of kind of that melon vibe, a little bit of soft kind of like mango. It's running the gamut of a bunch of different kind of tropical fruits, but they're very distinct. And there's a soft kind of peachiness to it. Very, very soft, nothing too sweet. And then just that little bit of citrus zest in there and kind of throw it off. So it's giving me a whole bunch of shit on the hop end of things. There's a nice sweetness to it. Man, it's in that zone where it could really kind of connect for me. So let's dive in. Cheers. That's a good beer. Okay. That's tasty. It's a lot softer than the nose will lead you to believe. I just want to keep drinking it. Super soft mouthfeel. It's not creamy. It's very, very soft. Almost like it's undercarbonated, but it doesn't suffer because of how soft it is. You're definitely getting that green portion of the show. It comes off a little bit biting and in a good way. It's not as robust as the nose would suggest, and the fruit is the same way in it too. It's there, it's big, but it's not nearly as big as like that nose was throwing at you. But it's a bit drying, it's a bit biting. It's definitely kind of getting more into that kind of tomato stocky weed pollen thing than that green grassy thing. But I still kind of dig it. I like where it's at. The fruit component is definitely getting really into that kind of melon thing for me. Definitely into that kind of, it's almost like a stone fruit skinniness as opposed to fleshiness with a big, huge kind of melon component. That's kind of where it's landing. So it's like the first knee-jerk nose thing and kind of thrown out there kind of makes sense. The mouthfeel, like I said, it's really soft. Not fluffy, creamy. It's not that super water or anything, but it's soft. That a little bit more carbonation, I think, would actually get to that kind of really nice, big, rich, creamy kind of water nerd thing that turns me on so much. It just doesn't get there. Yeah, it's nice. There's enough sweetness to bounce off both bittering components, whether it be that kind of weed pulliness where you get that little bit of kind of rindiness from the fruitiness too. So it's kind of big enough sweetness wise to kind of bounce both of those off. It's nice. It's fun. I like it. A nice, fun first offering from brewery. You know, heard stuff about, but never had anything from. Yeah, it's fun. It's tasty. It's a little bit disjointed. Like I said, the carbonation, it's a little bit low for me. That bittering, I wish that hashed out a little bit more of that greenness, a little bit of that kind of riding that mower through a field kind of thing. It just does come off a little bit more kind of just sharp bittering. And that fruit component is super fun. Again, want that a little bit bigger. And I want all that to be a little bit kind of a little bit more cohesive. Everything's a little bit singular. You know, when I taste that little lower carbonation or the bitterness or that fruitiness, they're very kind of, okay, there's this, and this. It's not like all one singular cohesive part. A little bit of nitpicking there. It's still a fun beer. I think the carbonation being as low as it is probably the biggest sticking point for me. But yeah, I like it. It's tasty. I dig it. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better IPAs I've had as of late? Like I said, 7.2%, sure. If you want to call it an IPA, that's fine. That's kind of double range for me, and this is giving me a lot of flavors that I really want my IPA. So I like it, yes, but towards the end of the back, looking in kind of thing. I've had ones that have done a little bit better for me, plus it's ABV. It's a little bit bigger than where I'd like it to be, especially for an IPA. Value and availability. I've never seen their stuff before, so I can't speak to availability. I just saw it one place, so take that for what it's worth. It was like $22 for a 4-pack. Now, is that their doing, or is that the place I bought it from was doing? I don't know, but it was $22. It was to the point where I was like, got rang up, and I said, wait, something's wrong. And one of those things, so I bought 2 4-packs. I was like, no, something's wrong. They're like, oh, how much is it? I'm like, yeah. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll get it anyway, for the sake of just, you know, doing this and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if this beer at the brewery goes for, it should be a $16 thing, but if it goes more than 18, I'd be angry at a distributor for $22-23. That's kind of poopy. And leave you with, if you like what you like this. This is going to cure all your Hazebro ills, man. If you really dig on the hop thotty, hazy, fruity, juicy, bitter and green, kind of sticker can geometric pattern thing, this is going to check the marks for you. It's going to fill all those boxes, tick all those boxes, whether literally or figuratively. It's going to do you proper. The price point's a little bit high, especially what I paid for it. Again, who knows what the brewery paid, because I don't do research beforehand, or what you pay at the brewery, I should say. But it's going to give you all those things. If beer tastes better because you wait in line, this is going to do you. Let's put it that way. And it's a fun beer. It's a fine beer. Like I said, in a perfect world, I would like, you know, to be tweaked a little, you know, hash out that carbonation a little bit, kind of raise some things, lower some things. But all in all, I think it's a tasty beer and definitely a nice first offering from a brewery I never had anything from before. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the whole social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little geometric sticker can right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.